recording.
Oh.
Perfect. Cool.
Nice. Sweet.
But so yeah, well, how do we start? This is your second one. This is my first one.
Yeah. So I mean, I usually start by saying like, "Hi," and I'm Nicole, and you are. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Well, like I said, my name is Humberto Manuel Suarez. I go by Berto. Americanized. I'm from Nicaragua. I'm Central American. But I was born here. My family was born in Nicaragua. I was the only one that was born in America. I have an immigrant family from Nicaragua that came here like in the 80s.
Okay.
And then I was born in the early 90s. And then we're in Miami. I was born in Miami. I was there for the first 7 years of my life. And then we moved up here because in Miami it's really hard to live there. It's like living in New York, especially a family of 5. We're living in a 2-bedroom apartment. Now my mom had a friend that left Miami and came to Wisconsin. And that friend was like, "Look, I got a good paying job here. If you come up here, I can connect you with this job." And my mom was like, "Well, let's give it a shot." And she came up here in the summertime. And she was like, "Oh, look, it's just like Florida. It's nice and warm."
Boy, was she wrong.
We moved, it was like July, August we came to visit. And then September, we moved, my parents packed the bags and we all moved here. And then when the cold hit, we're not going to move back. We're already here, so we've been here for like over 20 years.
So now you're used to it.
Now I'm used to it, I was born in Miami but raised in Milwaukee. Had my first kiss here, my first fight, all that, it's here in Milwaukee, so definitely have a heart for Milwaukee.
Yeah, this is your home.
Yeah.
So what made you want to become a DJ?
So I've always had an interest in music. Even as a kid, I would record music from the radio. I'll put a cassette in a boombox, and when I hear the song that I want to record, I hit record, and that was what people would call a mixtape.
Yes.
And then I did that as a kid, but I never had the interest of being a DJ. And then on my 16th birthday party, me and my mom have the same birthday. So we, celebrate our birthdays at the same time every year. And on my 16th birthday party, I'm being 16, my mom let me invite a few friends over, and we had a family friend that he was already like a club DJ. And he seen me like playing good music, and I always had this thing about me that I was like, I'm always gonna play music that I know people are gonna like react to. So he seen me playing music, he's like, man, you actually playing good music. He's like, you should be a DJ. I'm like, I'm not no DJ, man. Like, he said, nah, for real, man. He's like, you're playing good music. He's like, I see what you're doing. He's like, I'm gonna ask your mom, because my mom's really strict. He's like, I'm gonna ask your mom to see if I can bring you out to like one of my gigs. And then
at 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he also did weddings too.
Okay.
So I went to a wedding with him, like my first training. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's like 12, 13 years ago. And he's just showing me the ropes. And then I go home and I'm so excited. I go on eBay and buy like $100 little DJ system, and I'm practicing. I'm using my mom's TV as like a speaker because I didn't have speakers back then. I was just connecting it like straight to the TV, and that's how I was practicing. After I got a little bit of confidence and I was every day practicing, I was just so like, oh my god, I was in love with this new photography. And then you buy the camera, you're like, dude, let's go take pictures. So, and then I told him, I was like, hey man, I think I am ready for the club. I'm turning 17, almost 18, and I'm begging my mom. My mom is just so strict, from where we're from, we're such a family-orientated family that my mom was just like, no, until you're 18, you ain't doing your shit. I was like, Mom, please let me go, and so whatever. I get through that, my mom lets me go. I'm DJing at the club at 17 with that family friend, Felipe. And right here down the street on 5th and National, it was called Tequila Bar, La Perla Tequila Bar. And at 17, I was rocking that place. And my mom seemed like, oh wow, it's like I was starting to get paid, and I was doing it for free a few times, and I started getting paid, and then it was just a job, and it was cool. And I was like, Mom, look, I'm gonna bring the money home. And she was like, well, as long as you're home by 2, and I just fell in love with it after that. And then, like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years. The first 6 has been the club, and then the last 6 more the wedding and the private events.
Yeah, so I guess that goes into a little bit of my next question then, where on your Instagram page it says you're fired, quit, fired, and success at 27. So kind of what happened in between there?
Yeah, so like I've had the luck of I always have multiple jobs. The longest I've been at a job was like a year, and then besides that, it'd be like 3 to 6 months, and I either get bored, I quit, I get fired, and then I was working at Guitar Center, which is like I was in the DJ department.
Oh, okay.
So like I was in heaven, but there was just something about me working like an hourly thing out and not feeling that real freedom. I was like, I got fired from that job. And then I quit the Hilton. I was a waiter at the Hilton. And then I was working at U-Break I Fix. I was fixing phones, tablets, all that stuff. I got fired from there. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. Like, I got my little, like, the DJ thing always been like the side hustle, the weekend stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to go full force with it.
Yeah.
Just, like, get that LLC, get your business insurance, like, just do it. And I did it and, like, started, like, me being a DJ, I sacrificed me listening to music. Like in the car, instead of listening to music, I'm just like listening to motivational stuff, business stuff, seminars, like how to become a business person, how to market yourself. And in the past year and a half, I've just been so hard on educating myself that that's what helped me to grow to become a successful person. So, you know, and at 26, I got fired. It was at 27 where, like, you know, I started seeing, like, wow, all the hard work, the website, the blogging, the marketing, it's starting to pay off. And I felt the freedom. I was like, wow, I can do this on my own. So that's why I say, you know, on my Instagram, fired, quit, fired, or, yeah, and success at 27.
Perfect. That's awesome to see how you've grown and overcome, and now you're in a spot where you're really happy with where you're at.
I can do this, you know.
Yeah, you have the freedom that you were really yearning for in some of those prior jobs.
And now I'm at the point, you know, that I'm like, I want to delete my resume from, you know, I don't feel like I'll ever work at an hourly job. You know, I feel like I can, like, I see the taste of financial freedom, and like just the harder you work, the more it'll come to you.
That must feel really good.
And I bust my ass. Like I work hard. You know.
So you mentioned that you spend a lot of time now, instead of listening to music, you're listening to business podcasts. What else do you like to enjoy, or what else do you enjoy doing in your free time?
You know, like first of all, hanging out with my daughter. When I have the free time, the first thing is my daughter. Once that's taken care of, and I have like more free time for me, I like to practice my DJ. I scratch. I'm like, I got turntables at the house. I love doing that. It's like drawing for some people. I think just want to draw, or, you know, just take pictures. And I like to scratch and get really. That's like the artistic side of DJing, the more creative side, and like, you know, start doing like tricks behind your hands. And so I like to practice my scratching. I have picked up drawing a little bit. I produce, direct, and edit my two commercials, my first two professional commercials that are coming out. Actually, I got a phone call with the guy that filmed it when I was parking here. That it's ready. He's gonna have it to me by tonight.
Wow,
And I directed it. I wrote the script, and then I just wrote the script, directed it because I was like, man, I just need a commercial done, and I just need something like to start marketing. And then I did the second commercial with this other guy, and I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm like directing good quality stuff, like. So I'm like, I'm discovering like this more artistic side of me. The more I get into my DJ business.
That's so interesting how it flares up from that. It's not just about being a DJ. There's a whole other aspect to it.
Yeah, and then like even like those motivational videos, the podcasts where, you know, they even say like discover yourself, be self-aware, like know who you really are. So that stuff helps out. You know?
That was awesome. I love to hear that. That gives me some motivation too. So my next question then is, what is your current must-have song on all of your playlists?
Well, like I said, right now I'm not even listening to music. Like I'm at the point where like I have a music director. I have a guy that downloads my music and organizes it in a hard drive. And every Friday we meet up before my gigs, and we kind of just go over like, you know, this is like the hot song, this is the new reggae song, this is the new hip hop, this is what you want to play for the kids. And like, trust me, I don't like that I'm doing that, but this is because I'm a music head, I'm a music nerd. Like I want to hear music, but I'm like, all right, I need to sacrifice some of that leisure time to self-educate myself, because like, if I want to succeed and be, you know, wealthy, you gotta sacrifice something.
Yep.
And rather than listen to music in the radio, I was just listening to motivational, educational, business stuff, and like it's got me here, you know, like. So I really don't have the certain music, but like I really play. I play for the crowd. I have every music in the world, and I play for the crowd. If I play this and you're reacting to it, I'm gonna play more of this. I'll play some of that. And so I play for you.
Yeah.
My most hype song on my playlist is your favorite song. There you go. That's a good
Yeah, well,
one.
and I guess that's one of my questions down the way is, you know, how do you determine what music to play at an event, and how do you get a crowd excited on the dance floor?
Yeah, and I can elaborate a little bit more on that. You know, I do play for the crowd. Like I said, if you're, you know, reacting to this and you're just like, you know, getting down to it, I'm gonna play more of this kind of music. But every scenario is different. Like I've done concerts, I've done clubs, and I do the wedding. At the clubs, you can. There's a term called breaking a record, which means you're like one of the first DJs to play like that latest newest song in the club, and people are like reacting to it. And people like that at the club. They want to hear the new stuff at the club. At a wedding, people are, you play the new stuff at the wedding. People are like, "Come on, man, play." They want to hear Journey and sing along. At a wedding, people want to sing along and dance to the music that they already know. At a club, they want to hear the new stuff. So everywhere's different, you know. So you gotta really know your crowd and know your music. When someone requests a song, some DJs don't like requests. But if someone requests a song and it's like, you know what, it fits into what I'm playing right now, you better be able to search it up fast.
Yeah.
Mix it in nice and look good in front of the crowd and that person that requested it. Like, hey man, you're a really good DJ. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You heard my request, you blended it in perfectly, and you know, like, so. Yeah, I kind of forgot. I kind of ran off a little bit. What was the question?
The second part was how do you get a crowd excited and on the dance floor? And it sounds like
you're kind of that
feeling the crowd.
Feeling the crowd, man. It's about vibes. You know, your vibe is everything. If we had a bad vibe, you'd probably be feeling like, I want to cut this interview a little early. But if you're having a good time, let's keep it going. You know, and then like so that same way of thinking is what I bring to the DJ booth and the dance floor.
That's awesome. Okay, so then what do you feel differentiates you from other DJs in the Milwaukee area?
Well, for my business, because right now I'm a business person, and then the DJ's coming second right now. And go ahead and read the question for 1 second.
So what differentiates you from other DJs in the Milwaukee area?
Yep. So I done my research, and then if you were to Google Milwaukee bilingual DJ, there is none.
Yeah.
No professional one. There's and I've done my research where I called other companies that say, you know, we have bilingual DJs, and I call them like, do you guys have bilingual DJs? And they're like, well, our music is bilingual, but not the DJ.
I see.
Like, you know, they can play it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And maybe there is a DJ out there, and I just haven't found it. But the research that I've done, I'm like, there's a niche there for me. I'm completely bilingual.
Which is perfect in the Milwaukee area.
It's so diverse that, you know, there's a lot of 90% of my clients are bilingual couples.
That's awesome. American,
Mexican, you know, just it's a variety, and I'm like, well, there's a white space that needs to be filled. I need to come fill it. And with my ambitious and passionate attitude, I'm gonna go full force on it. I'm gonna dominate that niche. I'm gonna show up, you know, like when I come to my meetings, like when I sign contracts, I show up like this, and people have this like, wow, like.
It's very professional.
Some guy was like, and I asked my clients, well, why did you decide to sign a contract today? And then he's like, man, as soon as he walked in with the suit, I told my wife, I was like, yeah, that's him. That's our guy. Without me even sitting down. So, and, you know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it good. If you're gonna go full force on it, you gotta do it good. And I have that attitude that just ain't gonna stop me until everything is completely right. You know?
Well, and it's something that I don't know if a lot of people realize when they're hiring a DJ. They're not just hiring a DJ. You know, they're hiring someone who's going to represent them in their event and, you know, be their MC too and stuff like that. And, you know, it's something that you're really putting a lot of trust into someone that you don't know that well.
Exactly.
So if you can show them professionalism, I think that automatically gives people a lot of trust in you and your business.
Definitely. And something that I always say is go the extra mile, not because you're supposed to, but because it works. Especially in business, it works. If I, you know, did something unexpected and it was something very nice, you'd be like, wow, like you can feel like that's badass. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I just go the extra mile. And then, like, I've been to a lot of weddings and parties and events being a DJ, and I see the competition. And I'm like, if I can just do something a little extra more of what they're doing, I can dominate. And that's the attitude that I bring each and every time. You know?
Great, and it sounds like that's working well for you then, especially how you have your bilingual niche in there too.
Yep. And then my blogs, I write about the bilingual stuff all the time. So when people Google like Milwaukee bilingual DJ, my website's kind of like the first one to rank up. And,
yeah. Gotta get that SEO.
Yes.
So what are the DJ and entertainment services that you offer specifically for weddings?
Definitely. So the DJ, you know, obviously the DJ service, but when people hear the DJ service, they always want to ask, well, what's included? So the DJ service is obviously the DJ, the sound system, the dance floor lights, and a wireless mic. That's the DJ service. So that we have the DJ service, and then we have the uplighting service, which is like we can convert the whole room to any color, red, blue, yellow. It adds a really dramatic effect to the room. A gobo lighting, monograms, which we can project, like Nicole and what's your
Leo is my husband's name.
Nicole and Leo, like, or your initials with the date on the wall. You've probably seen something like that. So we do the gobo, the monograms. We also do the Snapchat filter service.
Oh, sweet.
We design your own filter. We upload it for you on the day of your wedding, and then the next day, since we upload it from our phone, we have all the pictures, and we send you like a USB with all the pictures on it.
Oh, that's cool.
So we have.
It a lot.
So that's something
it's a
that
nice touch.
It sells each and every time. People love it, and they don't have to worry about it. And then I just announced to guys, don't forget we got the Snapchat filter, and take your phone out and
get people to use it.
And people love it.
I know at my wedding we had a Snapchat filter, but I think like 5 people used it. So
5.
Yeah.
So you gotta have the DJ now. So
yeah, exactly. Well, we didn't do it right then.
Next time you get me. We'll do it right.
Yeah, for sure. Are there any other lighting services you offer, like pin lighting, or is it just the monograms, custom things like that?
Yeah, the DJ service, the uplighting, the gobo, the monograms. And then this year we're implementing a lot of stuff. We're revamping our menu, our brochure. So we are adding a lot of things. One of the things that we're adding is the LED foam sticks, kind of like the ones you see at the club, at the concerts.
Yeah.
We're going to be adding that to it. But the Snapchat filter, we rolled it out this past fall in September, and it's been selling ever since.
That is great.
The bilingual services are completely free. You just got to ask for it. Hey, dude, are you bilingual? Yeah. Cool. We don't charge extra for that. And that's pretty much it. We like to keep it cute and simple.
Yeah.
We don't want to confuse you with all this different type of services. And so yeah, we're a DJ service, an entertainment service, and that's pretty much what we provide.
It sounds like people can pretty much customize what they want to.
Yeah. If you just want the DJ, well then we have that. If you want the whole shebang, we can add it to it.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so next one is, how would you describe your personality as a DJ, and especially when you're at a wedding?
And well, I don't want to give you how I think my personality is, but I would like to tell you because I do a lot of weddings, and I get a lot of feedback. So I would like to share with you what people say a lot about me. And a lot of the things that people say. The number one thing they say, I'm interactive. I come out the DJ booth, like if I'm gonna do the bridal introduction, ladies and gentlemen, please rise to your feet. I come out and I'm a host, like a game show host. I'm not just here behind the booth playing music, the guy on the mic. I come out and dressed up nice and like the ring announcer, I'm announcing the bridal party just with that type of attitude, with that vibe. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise to your feet. It's now time to introduce to you. So that's the reason. Well, sorry. If you can repeat the question again, I forget the small part.
Yeah, it's okay. I think I just said, describe your personality as a DJ, especially.
Oh, okay. So the interactive, I just like to run off a little bit. But the interactive, people love that I come out the DJ booth, energetic, and then I'm just that DJ that knows how to play the right music at the right time. And that just comes back to the whole feeling the crowd, feeling the vibe thing, and so energetic, interactive, and just having a good vibe with the crowd is. And friendly.
I think that sounds like what people want in most DJs too. So I think you have the right personality for it. You found the right career.
Thank you.
Let's see. I already asked you, how do you determine what music you play, and how do you get the crowd excited? What about your most memorable event where you were the DJ?
So one of my biggest events was I did a concert in Chicago. I opened up for, it's a Mexican rap group. They're from Milwaukee, and but they're huge, like in LA, like they're huge in Mexico, and they did a show in Chicago. And they reached the guy that was opening up for him, Someone, that's his rapper name. He was like, hey man, I need a DJ to open up for Quinto Sol. Quinto Sol is a Mexican rap group. Excuse me. And I was like, sure, let's do it. And it was in front of 2,000 people. Yeah, and it was my first time performing in front of 2,000 people. Excuse me again.
No problem.
And we rocked it. It was fun. It was some scratching, more of like the stuff that I really like to do. Like this, it was incredible. The goosebumps, it was just fun. Being in front of a crowd like that, and it was amazing. And that was probably my most memorable moment. I got the whole superstar treatment. They put you in the green room.
Cool.
They have liquor. I was like, wow, this is like the real deal. I fell in love with performing, like that type of thing, and I was like, this is probably what I want to do later in the future,
I like how you said performing, because that really is what you're doing. You are getting up in front of a crowd, you are performing, you're being creative, and you're showing your art form, and that's something that I don't know if everyone thinks that way about DJs all the time, or at least, you know, wedding DJ maybe or something. But,
and they don't, you know, people just think he's just a guy with some speakers playing music, and you know, I like to say I don't just show up to DJ, I show up to put on a show.
Yeah. It's the entertainment factor too. So then, what is your favorite part about being a DJ?
I love when people be like, "Bird up, man, because of you, this party, you made it." You know, the food might have been good, but you still need the entertainment. Mm-hmm. The linen might have been awesome, but you still need that music. Mm-hmm. The photographer must have taken the best pictures ever, but you still need that entertainment part. And it's up to the entertainment to make that party memorable. The party people are going to be talking about. And when people tell me like, "Man, you made my party happen," like I get a rush. It's like, man, that's awesome that I could do that. You know, like. And when people remember how you made them feel, so they'll remember me forever. You know, I made their wedding, and they're like, "Man, this was awesome." And then they'll have that nostalgic feeling when you look back to it and be like, "Man, that was just a good party." And it's an awesome feeling for me to know that they'll be feeling like that.
And I feel like there's very few people that can make or break an event. You know, the food, sure, like you mentioned, the linen's fine, but like, you could have no linens or like crummy food, and
you can have McDonald's and just people taking selfies, but if the music was popping,
then you're gonna remember it. I love that. And you mentioned you've been working on some other producing. So, do you have any other projects that you're currently working on?
Well, my mind is, I think a lot. I have an active mind. I'm always wanting to do stuff. You know, like after here, I gotta go here and there, and I gotta go all this stuff, and I gotta edit some. I gotta go record some more videos with my equipment right here. And, for my YouTube channel, and so my YouTube channel is growing. What I want to do is I want to be like a mentor, give out training, I guess, DJ tips, and product reviews on my YouTube channel, and that's the whole thing I'm going about. I've been a DJ for 12 years. I have a lot of knowledge, and there's like a culture in the DJ world where if you want to be a DJ, it's you either ask somebody and you're lucky, or you just learn it as you go. And let's change it around, man. Let's have someone, you know, really be like a guide, a mentor. Like you want to be a DJ.
Everyone needs their Felipe. Is that what your mentors was?
Yeah, Felipe. And I can be that person. You know? I gotta help somebody become the next DJ. And I can help them do it the right way. You know? It took me 12 years to get here. I can help somebody do it in 5 years. And a lot of people be like, "Berto, why are you like building competition for yourself?" And I always say, look, my brand is strong enough. I have confidence in my brand. I'm fully booked. Like my brand, even if everybody becomes a DJ, they want me though. Like I'm still gonna get hired because they're not Berto. I'm the only Berto. So.
Well, and then if you're pushing the whole industry up as a whole, you know, everyone's gonna benefit from it.
Yeah. Definitely. And then one of my biggest goal from YouTube is I want to write a book.
Wow.
And I'm playing with like the title 125 must-know DJ tips.
Okay.
You know, something fun and easy to read, but like informational and like very educational. But I'm just playing with it. But something that's really.
Do you have those 125 tips already?
Oh yeah. Right. Well, not written down, but I'm sure I can come up with it. You know. And that's a big goal that I got with. That's what I want to do with the YouTube channel. Give out some tips, weekly tips, do some product reviews, grow a following, come up with a book, share the knowledge.
Yeah. Well, then what's your YouTube channel if you want? We can definitely put that in my blog post too.
It's just DJ Hims.
Okay.
DJ Hims. I made it simple. DJ Hims, HIMZZ, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm feeling like because I do a lot of blog posts. I think I'm gonna cut off the blog posts a little bit so I can concentrate more on this YouTube thing. And that's how big, that's how dedicated I'm gonna go into the YouTube thing.
Yeah, and video is where everything's at right now, so.
Definitely.
That's good that you can recognize though what is the more important path in your career right now, and kind of, you know, retire, or not necessarily retire, but just scale back on some so you can really put your focus and energy on the things that are most meaningful to you in your business right now.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that a lot. Okay, so I think my last question then is, why do you do this with such ambition and passion?
Well, first of all, it's to escape the rat race of like 9 to 5. I feel just miserable, you know, training for a job, getting the experience, becoming really good at it, to just leave it in the back, and then forget, and then learning another skill, and then I was sick of that cycle, you know. And I was like, I need to prove to myself that I can be financially independent, and I have potential. One of my biggest fears is dying without unleashing my full potential, without unleashing my full potential, unleashing, without unleashing my full potential. Because if you're dying and you still have more in the tank, it's like you wasted it all. So I was like, I think I can do more than just working at an hourly job. And second of all, to show my baby girl, my daughter, like, you can escape. You can do whatever you want if you really follow your heart and you work your ass off. If you work hard, you can get what you want.
Sounds like she's pretty lucky to have you.
Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say that. Thank you. And that's really why I do it. I love it every day.
That's awesome. Well, this has been really awesome. Is there anything else that I should ask you that I haven't asked you yet?
No, I mean, it's like I said, this is my first interview. This was cool. I like the questions. I mean, right now we can probably talk casual. I don't know. We can kind of just. I had probably a question for you.
Yeah, please.
Why did you do this?
Oh, why am I doing the interviewing or the photography?
Well, what made you call me out, like specifically to send me a message?
Yeah, so I've just been looking into vendors in the area and just kind of mostly through Instagram. And so I found a wedding planner through there in that area, and I interviewed her. And then I was like, oh, I want to get some variety in this, and maybe do like a DJ and a florist, and like so maybe go interview some venues as well. So that I think like your name popped up at one point. I was like, oh yeah, I should go follow him and get interview him because he seems really awesome. And I think especially the bilingual aspect really was like, I think that's something that is really unique about you. And I think a lot of couples in the area would be interested in that service, and so that's specifically why I reached out to you.
Well, thank you. I mean, you know, I say things are meant to be. Like the universe brought us together, and we're here for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
And, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. And how you been with your website and all that? You've been blogging a lot. And
yeah, I've been trying to do weekly blog posts for like the last, just a couple months maybe. I don't even have that many blog posts out. I didn't get one out this week, but hopefully one next week, and then the week after, and then I think yours will be in a couple of, or like a week after that. So I have a couple lined up.
I try to blog post, and like this is a tip for you. You know, I would love for this tip. Like the reason. You know how I told you at the beginning I do a lot of free marketing and like all the business podcasts and all that has helped me out. The number one thing that has helped me out is the blog post.
Really?
But in a strategic way. I mean, you obviously mentioned SEO earlier.
Yeah.
You know a little bit about that. Like my first 20 blog posts are all Milwaukee Spanish DJ, Milwaukee Latin DJ, Milwaukee bilingual DJ. You know, like the keywords are like what people are searching for. That's why 90% of my clients are bilingual. Not because they just happen, but that's how I'm promoting myself.
Well, then that's how I'll definitely title my blog post with you too, and be like DJ Hims, Milwaukee.
That'll be awesome.
DJ, you know?
And if your website links to my website, that creates a backlink, which helps both of us. And then maybe I can interview one day.
Yeah,
help each other out and do all that stuff so yeah, SEO has helped me out a lot, and I'm really clever when it comes to it now. It's like there was a point I don't know what the hell SEO was. I had to like write the acronym down so I can memorize search engine optimization. You know.
I feel like I just learned about this actually like a month ago. I was like, what? I'm doing this all wrong, which is why I wanted to start doing these interviews because I was like, you know, that'll benefit both of us in our SEO and just like also get to know people in the area because I just moved to Milwaukee last April, so I'm still pretty new to the area. So and like I didn't get married here, so I don't know any of like the wedding vendors in the area too. So
and this is awesome because I work with two photographers. Oscar from OXC Photography, and then Freddie Hernandez from F&J Production. And sometimes last year, this year we're gonna put it in every single package, and which is a photography and videography.
Oh, awesome.
Last year, I'd say sometimes because last year we only sold it when people were, do you do photography and videography too? Oh yeah, you know I got a guy. This year we're gonna be like, hey look, we do photography, videography, and a DJ.
Yeah.
You know, the whole package right here.
And that's especially crucial for like some of these events where like, well, I mean maybe weddings are different. I don't know if people specifically seek out a wedding photographer or something.
Yeah, they do.
DJ,
it's a
but
niche.
Then like,
you can even be like
for something like a quinceañera or something like.
You can even like if you knew Spanish, you could have been a bilingual wedding photographer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the same niche as me, just more specific. Like the more specific you can get, even if it's 100 people, but those 100 people are buying from you because that's your niche, then you'll make money. You'll dominate.
I guess I gotta find my niche.
Because like at first, I try ranking for Milwaukee wedding DJ. I can't. There's so many companies out here. I try. Trust me. I'm gonna try. One day I'm gonna be like at least on the front page. I'm like in the third, fourth page. But for bilingual wedding DJ,
hey, that's pretty good. Even being on the third or fourth page of how saturated.
but nobody goes to even the second page. The analytics show nobody goes to the second page. It's rare, you know. And when do you go to the second page?
Never. Well, only if well, I don't know. That's a good question. I guess sometimes when I'm reading through the first page, I'm like, and you can tell they're all sponsored. Sometimes
nobody goes to the sponsor.
I purposely don't go to the sponsored ones because I'm like, I don't know if I can trust that because they're paying for this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I know that. So if we know that, don't pay for ads on Google. Just kill it on SEO. Like just write the blog post and then title yours. Like Milwaukee wedding. Milwaukee wedding photography is probably very competitive. But still, maybe while people are maybe somebody will go to the second page, and after all your blog posts on Milwaukee wedding photographer.
Yeah, they'll show up.
They'll show up. And it takes about 6 months for like your blog post to actually start ranking. And I noticed that because, like I said, when I was 26, is when I started like, oh shit, blog post, website, SEO.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let's give it a shot, And I started like blogging, and I wrote like my first 20 blog posts are just like Milwaukee wedding DJ, bilingual DJ, all that stuff, just those keywords that I wanted to rank for. And I didn't see no results till like April.
Like not too bad though. I guess that's what I'm expecting it to be.
It's gonna take like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
So if you started blogging now, by June, July, you'll start getting going.
Yeah, I think for me this year is kind of like it could be just a huge growth year, get my marketing plan in place and like start implementing it and everything, and then after that, hopefully. There'll always be room to grow, but then I'll have actually bookings to like showcase things, and I'm looking forward to actually when I do photograph some of the weddings later in the year to like have those to showcase to people. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
It will, and to share more knowledge with you, like just of what I do, just to give you some like insights or inspiration.
I really appreciate this.
So like, I was like, if Milwaukee, the biggest metropolitan city in Wisconsin, did I have a professional bilingual wedding DJ?
Yeah.
Let's Google. Let's see what's going on in Madison.
Yeah.
What's going on in Green Bay? Nothing. I'm like white space. So I'm starting to promote there.
Yeah.
So maybe Sheboygan wedding photographer.
Yeah.
Maybe Madison wedding. Well, Madison like.
I mean, I lived in Madison for the last 4.5 years, so it's like.
And like, how many photographers? Maybe nowadays, but it's not much. Know about SEO like that, and are on it, and the thing is, you gotta have photos, video, and like some infographics. It can't just be words.
Yeah.
And also another thing that has ranked up my blog post to the top is I noticed your blog post, you have just a big chunk of paragraph.
Yeah.
And like people are like, people just think like that's just a lot of work. I'm gonna have to put my finger there. Even if it's a little tiny bit of work, people won't do it. So I break down my blogs into 2 lines.
Okay.
And I look at my analytics, people end up reading through the whole thing.
Really?
When I break it up like that. And I've done tests where I put like a whole clump, a big old paragraph, nobody reads. It's 0 views, or maybe people did read to like halfway, and then, but when it's called Bucket Brigade, and you just 2 lines, and then people are gonna keep scrolling, and then the more people are on your website, the more Google ranks you.
What do you mean 2 lines? Like you're just writing 2 lines on your blog post, or you do 2 lines and then like break it up with a picture or like something, and then.
Yeah. It's just 2 or 3 lines at the most that are, and then you want to put a space. 2 or 3 lines.
Oh, I see.
Just break it up
somehow.
Just break it up.
A space, anything. Oh, that's an interesting tip. Like something that you don't actually change the content of your post, but then can make people actually read through it. That makes a lot of sense.
Makes it read through it. Yeah.
Wow.
Because like even
usability.
And I look at other people's blog posts, and I'm like, oh, I want to read this. They broke it up. And then when it's like a huge paragraph, I'm like, fuck this.
I need to start paying more attention to what I do in my own blog post reading.
I'm gonna shut this off.
Things I like and don't.